Hey everyone, good evening. It's Russ Nesovich with Nesovich Law. Today, I wanted to share with you a story about a potential client that called our office and really explain how a lack of planning can have dramatic consequences, negative consequences that are really unforeseeable until they actually happen. And it just shows the importance of having a plan in place. So I'll give you the basic gist of the story without giving away too much, because obviously we always want to be very careful about our clients' confidentiality. So we got a call today from a friend of a woman, and the woman's son unfortunately passed away. Now, the woman is well into her 80s. She unfortunately ran out of money, literally years ago, and is now on Medicaid. So she's receiving Medicaid, and she's receiving some supplemental Social Security income, something called SSI. So she's receiving Medicaid and SSI, and unfortunately, her son, and this is not a child, this is a son who's in his 50s, passed away. So she's in her 80s, her son who's in his 50s passed away. She's receiving government benefits, Medicaid and SSI. The son, unfortunately, didn't have any sort of plan, not married, no children, few $100,000 in assets and some life insurance through work. When you don't have a plan and you don't have beneficiaries named on your life insurance policy, and he didn't have beneficiaries named because he never named them. There was a work policy and he just never paid attention to it. Those assets go through your estate to your nearest living relative. And when they go to your nearest living relative, his nearest living relative, unfortunately, is his mom. So when she inherits those assets, and there's very little that she can do, there's actually nothing that she can do to avoid inheriting those assets. When she inherits those assets, unfortunately, she will lose her benefits. She will lose her Medicaid. She will lose her SSI in all likelihood. Because once she has those assets, she no longer qualifies for those benefits, which means that now she will be paying out of pocket for her care. And in addition to paying out of pocket for her care, she will also, when she runs out of that money, have to reapply for her Medicaid benefits. In the meantime, she'll have to go with a public insurance program. She'll have to go out and pay for health insurance and pay for health care and all of these things. So all of this is avoidable. Not only the fact that the money will now have to get spent, because that's just money, but really the hassle of losing Medicaid, the hassle of having to reapply for Medicaid, doing all of these things when you're in your 80s. And on top of that, the potential for the money that could have been used for other things, could have even been used for her benefit had some appropriate planning been done, the money instead disappearing. So really, really important. Sometimes people don't realize that when you don't have a plan in place, they think, well, I'm single, I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, why should I bother having a plan? Well, he didn't bother having a plan, and now, unfortunately, his mother will wind up potentially pretty negatively impacted for the next few years. So a plan is always important, and there's always negative consequences of not having one that are, in some cases, completely and totally unforeseeable. So if you have any questions about that or anything else, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer, please leave me a comment, send me an email, shoot me a text, reach out to me via Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is. I am happy to answer questions in future videos that you may want some information on. With that, I thank you very much. It's Thursday evening. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. Thanks and take care.